Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, man. We're back here to start some more game on the ground for them hungry hounds. So just get out the pound and are ready for the next round, man. So with that being said, make sure you grab your snacks, your drinks, your weed, whatever the fuck the case may be. Yeah, we can say whatever the hell we want over here. With that being said, man, we're gonna jump right into this shit. You see the topic of this episode, this live, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. What it do, what it do. We're looking at your boy FitX Fearless. I almost said fresh and fit. Hell no. FitX Fearless. I guess he made a new video of this dude, something about some dude and his girl getting fucked by other. I don't know. We're gonna get into this shit, man. The fucking thumbnail itself is bad enough. So with that being said, let me go ahead and pull this shit out real quick. I did the wrong damn thing. My bad, y'all. I'm back. Go ahead and add this up here. There we go. Go ahead and change the layouts. Bam, just like that. All right. So, with that being said, let's start this up a little bit here. I got my damn snack right here, my food, some good old rice and cheese and fucking broccoli and shit. So, with that being said, and I got my drink right here, some good old Mountain Dew. So, we're going to jump into this bitch, man. Put that bitch right there. And 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
You good, bro?
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from London, from the UK.
Okay. You got,
Yeah, basically, I want to improve my looks. That's about it. Looks mixing.
you got some pants on?
Oh, yeah, I got some pants on.
Let's see.
Yeah, should I take my jumper off?
Yeah, just the hoodie. Just the hoodie. Just the hoodie. Keep the pants on. First, how old are you, bro?
I'm 21.
You thought about that for a second.
I didn't.
What day were you born?
2002, 24th of December.
Okay. So, is that begin? Your physique is lean. Is that some hair on your chest?
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't look terrible, but just make yourself look clean and aesthetic. Get closer. How tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Okay. Really tall. So sit down real quick. All right. When it comes to your face, the beard looks pretty good. I would try to use minoxidil right here around this area. No, not this area. This area. The one that connects. No. Not your mustache. The connecting part.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's missing. If you had hair there, your beard would look a lot better. But your beard doesn't look bad now. His eyebrows look really full. Your hair looks nice. What's your Yeah, it looks good. I like it that way. How's the girls going?
I've been keeping on the low because I've been focused on university. Since I do go to university for dentistry, it's quite challenging.
I hate when you guys say this shit. So, do you not want any girls?
I mean, of course I do, but this feels put me down.
What are women that challenged? Like, what's going on? Y'all that scared of girls? What the fuck? They gonna put me down? Are women y'all arch nemesis or something? Motherfuckers are scared of your girl? Bro, listen, Adam, women should never be the number one priority in your life, ever. But I don't know.
Traumatizing event, that's why.
Okay, here we go. Another guy with a traumatizing event. What happened?
Basically, at the start, I got with this one girl, and next thing I know, a couple of days later, I found out, and my whole friend group has been with her, just mashed her up. So yeah.
The team ran through it.
Bro, that's fucked up. I thought it was random people. His whole group fucked his girl, bro. Nah. I hope you got yourself away from them people, dog, because that's fucked up.
I tell you the team, I mean about 15, 16 people.
15 dudes, fuck her?
Bro, and guess what? It was the first 3 days of freshers, so that means we were in university for only 3 days. So she been with 16 guys in 3 days.
Look at his face.
What the fuck? Hold up. Bro, hold up. That's a little too fast. So you guys came to university?
Yeah.
And 15 of your homies smashed her in the first 3 days?
In the first 3 days. She got finished.
So, okay. I see why you're traumatized. How did you start to date her?
It was a talking stage. I just sent a photo into the group chat, and then everyone just sent. Well, my one friend sent a video. I think 3 guys were with her at once, and then everyone else, except like 4 people in the group chat, said they smashed.
They had a video of 3 dudes.
They sent you a video of your girl, not really your girl, but the girl that you was interested in get fucked by 3 dudes. I don't know where this dude is at or the type of dudes that he been hanging around with, but he got all the wrong people around him, dog. Hell to the no. Hell no.
Ran a train on us?
Bro, it's crazy. If I could show the video now.
No, don't show the video, bro. No, no. Oh God. Yo. Oh God.
Bro,
Yo. So how did you fall for this, bro?
Bro, she was just, that's what I'm saying. This reason why I don't really get girls. They're very enticing. They're like, they pull you in, like they're all good and they're innocent. But then when you actually send them the picture and do a little bit of a check on them.
So that's why you always got. So this is the point. Listen, I'm glad you experienced that, right? Because you probably were talking to her and you didn't realize she was that kind of girl. This is what most men don't understand. They think that their girlfriend is the one that never. My girl will never was rejected, man. My girl, man, shut the fuck up. Your girl, she never been tested. So don't let that event traumatize you to where you don't trust girls moving forward. You just got to be a little. You got to be a little bit more selective with the girls.
100%. I agree now. I do see where you're coming from.
Right? Did you smash her at least?
Like twice.
Please tell me you fucked her with a condom, bro.
No.
I don't know about that.
No.
In the UK, for some universities.
Oh no. Did you get tested?
I did have a little bit of a rash. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think it was her. Afterwards, I suspected it. But I think I put on some antibiotics. And it was fine. It was like, I'm not even joking. It was
This
like,
cannot be real, bro.
Bro, that's everything is this dude is wrong, bro. That's fucking wild, dog. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hell, and hell no. Now, I expected it to be some goofy ass shit. I didn't expect it to be this bad. Your homeboys fucking your girl. 15 of your homeboys fucking your girl. And one of them sending you a video of her fucking 3 of them. And then you fucked her without a condom. Probably caught some fucking AIDS from all that shit she was taking. This dude is fucked up, bro. He is down bad. He is down bad. Bad. That's why you can't let the pussy control you, dog. You gotta have control of yourself. Gotta have control of yourself, bro.
bro,
Oh my bro, I don't know what's up with y'all today. Every dude today has had an extravagant story. What in the world? So you fucked her raw, and then she gave you something.
it was a bit bubbly. Yeah, it was
bubbly.
It was red, and it was like mad bubbles. None of the bubbles were like bumpy. It was
on your junk.
The whole thing. It was crazy. I'm not even joking.
So why did you not go to the hospital to get tested?
Oh no, I did. No, it wasn't. I didn't need to go to the hospital. I just knew it straight away afterwards. So I
took some antibiotics. What if you still have the thing, bro?
I haven't thought about that. I just thought I would go after a while.
Oh no. I know y'all are hearing this shit. I got some shit from a female, so I just took antibiotics and thinking it was gonna go away and not thinking about whether or not I might stay. So if I fuck another chick, I'm gonna give it to her. I might give it to her too. Bro, you can't make this shit up. I know y'all are hearing this. This dude is retarded. Retarded.
Oh man.
They're gonna get tested.
He said, should
You smashed the
he said, should I go get tested? Bro. Should I go get tested? Bitch, you should have been got tested the second you seen that shit.
girl you had. I don't know what the fuck STD that is that makes it bumpy. but you got something from the girl. This is all right. Listen, bro.
I'll get tested later. Then.
When did this happen, bro?
This happened 2 years ago. When I was 19, 18 years.
Did he say 2 years
Okay.
ago? 2 years ago, and you ain't been. Oh, bro, this is what, man. Can't make this shit up, bro.
Goodness gracious. Okay, I see why this can be traumatizing. All right, but next time there's a couple lessons here. Don't fuck these girls raw, ever. I don't give a fuck how long you know the girl. Do not fuck these girls raw. Number 2, before you start to get cuddly with a girl, do some research. See who knows about her. See what you can like. Take some time before you start loving up on a girl. This doesn't mean that you don't deal with girls ever again.
Yeah.
This just means that you are more careful about the girls that you deal with.
100%. I agree with you.
And you're a good looking dude, bro. You don't need to be scared of women. But
I think there is like a couple girls that have told me in my course. So I think, do you know what I should start doing? I should start talking to them, like you said, to the other guy.
What you needed, what you need to do is go get tested first before you start talking to another female, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, shit is muted. What the fuck?
I think, do you know what I should start doing? I should start talking to them, like you said, to the other guy.
You can start talking to them. You can stop being scared because every girl would have been with some dude. But as long as she ain't smashed 15 of the homies in 3 days, I mean that's wild. And that's why I tell you guys, always fuck these girls with a condom. You don't know what these girls are doing. You don't know what these chicks they be having sex so many, like fuck. I ain't taking no chances unless me and you go to that fucking clinic and we both get tested. My dick ain't going inside of you without a condom.
Okay.
All right, no chance. All right, now don't be hateful towards women. Don't be angry at women. Just you got to get back out there in the dating game, but just vet the girl for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
That was worse than I fucking thought it was gonna be, bro. That was a hell of a lot worse than I fucking thought it was going to be. Why, bro? Why do dudes have to fucking be this retarded, bro? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. Can't make this fucking shit up, dog. I'm speechless.
Like for you to
Bitch, shut up. I didn't tell you to play. I'm fucking speechless, bro. I am speechless as fuck. Now I heard of dudes doing some wild shit like damn near about to pay fucking $1,000 just to fuck a bitch. And that's crazy enough as it is. You know, you're down bad when you get down like that. But you talking to a female and all your homeboys are fucking her while you're talking to her and then sending you videos of them fucking her while you're talking to her. And then you smash her and now you got something that she got from one of the dudes. Because I guarantee you she fucked every single one of them raw. Every single one of them went inside of her raw. Whatever them dudes had that they gave to her, now you have. Oh no, no sir. No sir. I can never be down that bad. And this is why I refuse to be controlled by the power of pussy. This is why I refuse to be controlled by the power of lust. I refuse to let the other head do the talking and the thinking, bro. You can't. You got to be in control. You have to be in control because shit like this happens. And it's all bad, bro. I'm gonna get off that topic right now because I'm speechless just talking about that shit. We're gonna move on to the next shit. You know, this is Francis Ngannou talking to Jake Paul about his life story and shit. Obviously, we're not going to get through this whole video, but we're gonna definitely check it out. So that being said, it started in 3, 2, 1. Fucking hell, man.
What was that like for you to try to figure out how to make more money because of the UFC not paying you what you were worth?
There's more value in my freedom than in the contract.
Did you have that thought ever of like, fuck all this, maybe I should just go back home?
No, there's not a way back. It's forward. That day, I was so pissed. I was about to cry. I'm like, what am I done to deserve this life?
Boy, oh boy, do we have an amazing episode for y'all today. Francis Ngannou joins us to talk about his life story from Cameroon to Morocco to Paris to UFC champion to being underpaid to boxing to being knocked out. And I bet every single person listening to this will learn something and be motivated by something that this man has to say today.
For you, you did all of that just to start your journey.
Yes.
Normally, it's bullshit with Jake Paul, but today we get into some serious topics about how he survived crossing the Sahara Desert.
At that moment, just doing a normal thing wasn't enough. I had to do something outstanding.
Drinking water from a pool of dead animals.
At this point, I'd rather maybe drink this water and die after, or I just die now by dehydration.
Francis also goes in on Dana White and tells me my fate in the Mike Tyson bout. Do you think Mike Tyson's going to beat my ass?
Yeah.
This episode's incredible. Listen in. Yo, let's fucking go. NFL is finally back tonight. We've been waiting all year for this moment. And the better picks projections are live on the app. You could start putting in your lineups to win 1,000x your money. Come on, people. Feel the energy. NFL is literally back. Download better, play better picks, set your lineup 1,000 times your money. I've been waiting all year to play fantasy. And it's finally here. Thursday Night Football.
I ain't gonna, but this dude just sounded gay.
Oh,
Are you about to cry?
I'm going to fucking cry. Oh. Thank God. Here we go. Download better, play better picks. I'll be there. I'm gonna win 1,000x my money tonight. Today is gonna be an amazing episode.
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of serious and very inspiring. We have a legend on the show today, Francis Ngannou. We're in Washington D.C. There's some PFL fights tonight. We had the press conference with him yesterday, and he has a fight October 19th.
Little guy.
Yeah, I'm tiny. Yo, I
Little
look
guy.
so small next to them.
Little
It was
peon.
bad. Maybe I am small. Maybe I really
you're
am
5'11",
small.
It didn't help the way you were looking up.
I was 5'8", staring up at them.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being 5'8".
Yeah, Jasper knows all about that.
I don't know nothing about it.
Well, yeah. So
I broke out.
here we are. We're promoting Francis's fight on October 19th in Saudi Arabia, PFL. He is back in MMA against Renan Ferreira, another giant, by the way, who can do backflips. And yeah, Jasper's making a weird face.
What the fuck is he doing?
I don't
backflip?
know.
You too big to be
I
doing
don't know.
like
doing backflips.
yeah, it's a certain height and weight where like you just like Chris Brown doing backflips. I get it, but like once you're that big, you need to just sit down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the man himself here, the greatest heavyweight MMA fighter in the world, Francis Ngannou.
Amazing, how are you?
Thank
He
you for
was
joining us,
fucking
brother.
huge compared to him, bro. That's crazy.
Your microphone is there.
You guys don't have hand for microphone?
You kind of like it like this. It makes it more
You
engaging.
don't feel more at home, like it's like a like at home.
Well, I came for the podcast, not for workout.
This is like working out, but if you just if you just find the comfortable spot with it.
Maybe we should
He's
keep
like,
the
I don't
option
like
next
that.
time. We should keep an option just in case.
Yeah, because I'm kind of scared right now. I think he's gonna punch us in the face.
I got nothing rowdy to say this time. Big guy.
We're sorry. Next time we will have a stand for you. Here's the problem though, is that guests come on and the stand is like here, and then they like lean back.
The mic doesn't pick everything.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of have it close.
Yeah, because you guys are so bougie, you need to sit on the couch.
Yes. Should we stand?
We tried an episode where we were standing.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you stand, the camera will just see like
you might not
chest.
make the frame.
Yeah, no.
Even for you, I thought the camera would see you good.
Now I'm 5'9", man.
I felt I was so small next to you guys yesterday. It was bad. I think my girlfriend is gonna
I
dump
didn't
me.
see you.
You didn't see me, right?
Yeah, basically because I had to look up.
I'm just
I had to look up.
Oh, Renan is bigger than you?
Yes, he's like 6'9", probably. It says
That's
6'8",
crazy.
but I think he's like 6'9".
That's crazy.
He's got to be.
Man, so Francis, I kind of want to kick this off by saying I'm not a fight fan, so I didn't know too much about your story until researching for this podcast. And I spent the last 2 days lost for words of your whole story. It's an honor to sit with you after now knowing your story. It's really incredible. And I think the goal with this podcast today, if you're up for it, if you feel like you haven't told the story too many times, because I just think it could help so many people at home. If you're willing to share with us your life story, starting from 10 years old in Cameroon.
Oof, that's long.
Yeah.
That's long. Basically for the second time in the day.
You already told it earlier?
Yeah. I have this on.
Oh, yeah.
interview,
They were interviewing me too.
Yeah, like 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, a little over 90 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's what I sat down and they were like, Jake, like, how are you feeling today? And I was like, I'm good, but I've had a long day already.
That was in French, so this one will be in English. So
Let's go.
It's a little okay. Well, I'd rather you ask me questions step by step because like now I'm a little confused.
It's crazy because it's like it's always the real big, fucking tall, heavyweight, fucking buff monster of dudes that are usually the most like I guess you could say soft spoken, more tender on the inside. But when you piss them off, boy, it's like turning into the Incredible Hulk. They gonna kill your ass. It's crazy. It's always the big ass dudes. It's always the short dudes that always be talking all that shit. Like Connor and fucking Nate and all them, boy, all the shorter ones. They got that mentality, that attitude. But the real tall, fucking buff, monstrous dudes, they always the most inwardly soft spoken people.
Really hard to know where to start
unless
like you pick up on a question.
Okay, so let's start with around the age of 10. What was home life, if you will? Home life. A lot of us think of homes as American homes. The homes that you grew up in, the house that you grew up in was very different than ours. What was that house like?
I mean, home wasn't definitely like what you guys here is called home. Is very different, and even when you see like the neighborhood that are like I would say poor here is still not the same thing at all. The decor is completely different. You know, like when they say some people in Africa or where else on earth besides America and the West country, when they say people are poor, it could be terribly poor, you know, like to the point that they don't even have food, they don't have shoes, they don't really know what to eat next, you know. And that's basically like where I was at the age of 10. I was with my grandma because my parents divorced at the age of 6 when I was 6. So I have
Damn.
to leave to different places until like the age of 9, and then had to come back to my grandma. And then therefore we started to my brother and I, my older brother and I, we started to work in the sand quarry.
That's crazy, bro. He said what poor people look like here in America is still better than what they look like there in what's it, Cameroon. That's wild. It really makes you realize that if you quote unquote poor here in America, there's still other people that are way better, worse off than way better, worse off. What the fuck word is that? If you're quote unquote poor here in America, there are still people who are way worse off than you are around the world, but you don't know because you don't see. You don't realize you actually have something. Them people don't even have shit. They don't even got damn shoes on their feet. And fucking, they don't even have another change of clothes. It's wild.
The age of I was 9, he was like 11 ish, and yeah, that's when life really started, because those jobs were designed for adults, not for kids, but yet we still had to do it. We had no choice. That was what our only alternative. So we went there and was doing our best, was helping at first while learning, progressing, getting strong, because it was very physical. And even though I was bigger than my age, wasn't strong enough to work in the sand quarry, but have to like assist over the year and learn and grow up.
How many?
This sounds almost similar to like Alex Pereira's fucking story, and maybe similar to Conor McGregor's story. Not, I mean, Conor, he was as he was working on becoming what he was in the UFC, he was living in his car and shit. I don't know what his life was like as a child, but it seems like it's not even. It seems like it's the fact that all the legends that you see, whether it's in UFC, whether it's in boxing, whatever, they all come from fucked up places. Francis Ngannou came from having nothing and having to work at the age of 10 years old, crossing the Sahara Desert, swimming across the fucking border, literally, eating trash, drinking water with dead animals in it, to where he's at now. Alex Pereira was working in a fucking tire shop when I think he was 10. He was in a fucked up situation too. No, not as bad as Ngannou's situation, I don't think. From what I understand, he didn't have to drink the nasty ass water. He didn't have to swim across the fucking border. He didn't have to go out there and literally play I Am Alive in real life. He didn't have, I don't think he had to do all that shit, but it was still pretty bad. He didn't have hardly anything. And it's just like all the legends. It proves that shit didn't just drop into their lap. They worked for it. They worked hard for it. They sacrificed for it. Their time, their energy, their effort. They gave all that shit to get to where they're at now. I'll never forget hearing the clip of this dude fucking bitching and crying because he was streaming for like 5-7 days straight, I think. And he had only got 7,000 subscribers. I want you to compare the differences between somebody who's bitching about 7,000 subscribers in a week versus here when you got somebody who came from literally nothing, almost died probably multiple times trying to get here to become what he is now. Just compare the differences and tell me that the first dude, the streamer dude, he would never survive in a real situation. Whereas somebody like Francis Ngannou, who came from where he came from, he would most definitely figure out how to survive. That's the difference between being a boy and being a man. Being a boy with femininity versus being a man with masculinity. That right there is a pure difference.
Because I've seen some of those. Would you have to like dive down underwater, or is that something different?
No, our own wasn't like that. He wasn't like diving. So we have like this little water that we send it right to the mountain. We dig the mountain, and the water carry the sand for like hundreds of feet, and then while rolling between rocks is watching, moving, separating the sand and the mud. You know, so until like at the final destination, people are there to extract the sand, and the water is going with the mud. The mud has mixed up with the water, and we extract the sand from there. So that's how he was processing.
And how much would you make in a day's work?
At first, we wasn't really making money, but they just started to point out how many days we work, and then at some point they started to count. Like our first salary was like one 1.6 or $7 per day.
That's
So
crazy.
that our first
$1
salary.
a day.
Yeah, $1.6 per day.
Well, so I read that your whole family.
$1.60 a day for a slave's job. When I say a slave's job, I mean it's quite literally what it is, bro. It's crazy. I'm not even saying that shit trying to clown or be funny. That's the literal truth. $1.60 a day is absolutely wild. Boy, you can't even buy a damn can of soup for $1.60 nowadays. He was making $1.60 a day. You know what the wild part is? I bet you that they started to be grateful that they were even getting $1.60. Like, it's crazy, bro. It just make you realize that there's so many other people out there who are way, way less fortunate than you.
At a point was living off of $1,000 in a whole year.
$1,000 a whole year. I think that's a lot because at this point we didn't have that much. I mean, we were like in the countryside. We also do a lot of agriculture, grow some crops, and farm even some fruit and stuff, some veggies. So we will complement that with what we are growing. We work the money for the ingredient that we need, and for our shoes, for clothes, for book at school, for the pension, because we still have to pay school pension.
So this whole time you're working in these sand quarries, you're also in school at the same time.
Yeah, I was working like maybe after school or during the weekend and the holiday. So that was our time to work. I mean, I was 9 years old, so wasn't out of school yet.
That's crazy.
How many hours after school were you working a day?
No, at first, when I was young, when I was little, at first after school, we didn't go to the sand quarry. Maybe we would go to the farm to help our mom, or to join the other group there to help, carry something, bring it back home. But it depends on how long, when we finish school. And then over time, like I started go to middle school, and then we were staying longer and longer. And then my school was like, what, 6 miles away, 6 to 7 miles away. So that was quite a walk.
Wow.
It took me almost 2 hours to
To-
come back from school to home.
So you'd go 6 miles to school and 6 miles back?
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
And some lucky time I will have a truck that are going to the sand quarry who wasn't far from our house to carry the sand, because those truck, they know us because we work there, and sometime I will just find the truck, get there. So I can just get there with like maybe 20 minutes or 25 minutes by truck ride whenever I find the truck, or I can basically walk for almost 2 hours.
You know when our parents used to tell us about their walks to school to make our
Yeah.
childhood seem easy, his walks to school are what they were talking
What's
about.
What's
Yep.
crazy is
Man,
I feel
I remember my mom used to tell me shit about when they used to walk to school, but that's different because it's different times in different places. You know, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You don't realize how bad some people struggle. Some people are literally struggling, bro, and you don't even realize it because you're so caught up with yourself that you forget to stop and think, man, there's some people that are worse off than I am. It's absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy, you know. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here, man. This shit was wild, bro. I mean, just the whole thing. The first video, the dude with his chick and all his homeboys. Look at my dog. This dude and this chick getting fucked by 15, 16 other dudes, then catching the STD. Fucking crazy, bro. He said 10 more minutes. All right, bet. But nah, bro, that first shit was crazy. First shit was fucking crazy, bro. I still can't fucking believe what I heard. Still can't believe what I heard.
was so like an ungrateful piece of shit because I grew up very poor, American poor. Now that I'm hearing this, and like catching the bus every day to school because my dad didn't have a car, I'd have to walk 10 minutes. Like hearing this makes me feel like I was the luckiest kid in the world.
Man.
Like, and back then I used to think I was so unlucky. It's like unreal.
So your ambition is what carried you a long way in life. Did it start at this point at around 10 years old when you're working the sand quarries, when you're walking to school at 10 to 12? Were you having already bigger ambitions of kind of leaving Cameroon, or did that not start till later?
No, at all. I mean, at that age, you're still young. You're in small village. You don't really know what's going on outside. You have to learn the world at school. You know, that's how we were educated, history and stuff, news. It's not like we had TV at home. I mean, our home was just like something made out of dirt, dirt, mud, and we built it with bricks like that, and flooring was there. I mean, the strict minimum necessary.
Yeah, it's a whole different way of life.
Yeah, it was a whole
We'll
different way
put
of
pictures
life.
on the screen. There's photos of.
We don't have electricity. Sometimes we use the firewood to cook, and then sometimes we don't even have a petrol to put in the lamp, so we have to like use the firewood and then try to read our book with it.
That's crazy.
So around what age was it when that switch turned, where you decided you wanted more for yourself in life and you were gonna?
It was at the age of 13. I remember someday that they kicked me out of the classroom, and that day I had enough. I'm like, man, this is so embarrassing. Imagine being in the class of like 50 kids, and every time they will come pull you out because you don't have pen to take note, you don't have book. And sometimes those teachers, they don't even realize that it's because you don't really have. They think it's because you didn't tell your parent that you don't have, stuff like that.
Man, you got kicked out of school because you don't have a pen or a book. That's wild. Nowadays, fucking teachers be supplying shit for their students. Back then, it was like, bitch, if you don't bring this shit, you ain't coming to school at all. And they already poor, so just imagine that shit, bro. You're already poor, like poor as fuck, and then you get kicked out of school because you're poor. That's the next level, like low, right there. That's crazy.
Or to pay our school fee. And then I used to just be like a embarrassment at school. Nobody was wanted to be your friend. It wasn't fun at all because you are the guy that always still gonna kick you out. And for the break, you don't have something to eat, you don't have food to eat. So no, nobody want to share with you because when they share with you, they expect you to share with them in return. But if they know that, or tomorrow, but if they know that you never have something, no, you're not a good pick.
Do you think that created a chip on your shoulder
That's
where like
crazy.
you wanted to be better because of the way people were treating you and you maybe didn't fit in with all the groups?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what happened at the age of 13. Like that day, I was so pissed. I was about to cry. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this? Like, what am I done to deserve this life? Like everything that I've tried, I do everything, and it still seems not to be enough. And all this embarrassment and this and that. And the way that the other kid was looking at me, I think that was even the toughest part. Because if it wasn't about the the people reaction, I wouldn't have noticed it because like that was the only thing that I have knew that I known, So it wasn't like I had a different life before, and then these things changed. But I only noticed that we were different. We were poor when I had to see the other kids, and then the way that they look at me, the way that they treat me. That's when I was really affected by it. So that
You all poor. You all in the same boat. Some of you might be a little bit worse off. And yet they still look at each other and judge each other and fuck you, you don't got shit. I ain't giving you nothing because you can't give me in return. You're so fucking poor, you don't belong here. Bitch, you in the same boat and you tell me I'm poor? Like, that's crazy, bro. That just goes to show you will be their own self destruction. People will be their own self destruction. And it ain't none of them people that are in his position now. There ain't none of them fucking kids in school that grew up and fucking blew up and became internet sensation by way of the UFC and boxing and all that. They didn't. It's crazy.
day, I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna prove these people wrong. I mean, I want to prove them wrong. I want to prove them that it's just life circumstances. It's not my fault. I'm just a kid like them, and in fact, they don't deserve anything better than me. I even deserve the minimum that I have, even though it's not enough. That better than them because they are getting it from their parent, and me, I'm working for my own. So I kind of like know the value of things already because I was working hard to earn them. And yeah, that was the moment I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something. But at that moment, just doing a normal thing wasn't enough. I had to do something outstanding, something that would put me on the stage. And one thing that I always loved was like fighting. You know, um, back then I didn't really know if it was boxing or whatever. I love karate, I love movies, I love everything that has action. So I love fighting, but I couldn't fight in the street. I couldn't fight at home because my dad was fighting, and then he has a bad reputation. I didn't want to have that reputation. And that moment, that was when I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna do boxing because boxing is the thing that will give me whatever I want, allowed me to do the thing that I love, and also at the same time would really can put me on the biggest stage and prove to those kids that I'm not beneath any of them. In fact, I think I'm even better than them because at this point I have learned how to work and then to uh, earn stuff on my own.
It's always the people who get shit handed to them that talk shit about those who don't have nothing. And then when their shit crumbles and falls, they come back crawling and begging, "Hey man, can you help me out with this? Can you help me out with that? Can I borrow some of this?" It's like, no, fuck you. I remembered. Scripture says to do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? Treat others the way that you want to be treated, which means that if you want to be treated good, if you want to be treated with respect, and if you want to be looked out for, if you ever needed it, look out for other people who are less fortunate than you, people who might just be in a bad situation right now. But when you look down on other people because they don't have shit, and then you get thrown into a shitty situation and you need help, man, don't come crawling back to me saying that you need help. That's one thing that I can't fucking stand, bro, is whenever somebody sits around and says this and says that and fucking basically makes you an outcast because you don't have what they have. And then whenever their shit crumbles, they come crawling back asking for help. That's one thing that I can't stand. It's like, dude, go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? I remember what you said to me and did to me. So why should I help you now? That's how it be.
So at this point, we're dealing with not even a far-fetched dream. We're dealing with an impossible dream. Like that dream that you had when you're watching movies, when you're watching, I heard you used to watch like some YouTube clips of Mike Tyson. That dream of
that was a long time after, because back then we didn't have internet. We didn't know even what internet was. We didn't even have TV. So internet came around.
So you didn't even know what was possible in that world.
No.
So what inspired you to want to fight?
Well, I just know I want to. I mean, we have heard about boxing. I know that boxing exists. I know that there is a sport that is boxing, even though I never see a gym. So I want to fight.
That's crazy. It was in your heart and soul.
Yeah. It was.
It
was just a part of me.
Yeah. So then, what's the next step? You're in Cameroon. How do you begin this journey of fighting?
Where I still had that dream, but I'm in this small village. I'm 13 years old, still going to school, still have to work part-time to provide for myself. So it wasn't until like 17 that I left school. And then I had to go to, I stayed in the village for a little while, a couple of years, trying to work little jobs. And then by the age of, I think 22, that's when I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. How about my dream? I mean, I didn't know where to start, but I'm like, okay, how about my dream? I need to do something. So that's when I left the village to go to the city and trying to find somewhere to start to train.
And you said you were going to Paris, basically, is what you made up in your mind.
No, at the time, because at the time I was still like 22. I went to the city and I was there for like 4 years. I started to practice boxing, and then
which city?
Douala.
Oh,
Douala,
okay. So this was before Paris.
Yeah,
got it.
Okay. 4 years before Paris.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 years before Paris. I started there, and then I got sick. Couldn't practice anymore, but by the time I realized that I have no chance to make it from there, so I have to go where else. And the place that I always have in mind was America. But how to go from Cameroon to America, which you can't even afford, apply for a visa, like not even dream of. It's not possible at all, because they filter the visa application like really good. You need to have like a good lifestyle there, so they make sure that you're living a better life there to come here, so you are not just finding a way to get here and run away, and our situation was the worst one you couldn't even expect. And then over the years, I have learned that there is a way to sneak. Europe, Europe is close to Africa, in North Africa. If you get all the way to the north, you can cross over, and it took a years to decide that you're gonna do this because it was a hell of a journey. Yeah, people die, people leave and never come back, and it takes a lot to do it.
And you had to when you decided to go on that journey, you get in a truck to cross the Sahara Desert to start to make your way to Paris.
I mean, even to get to the Sahara Desert, the Sahara Desert is all the way in Niger, which you have to cross Cameroon, go all the way north, and then go to Nigeria, cross from east to west, and then enter Niger, the South Niger, and then go all the way up to the north. That's where the Sahara Desert is at.
Damn, boy, it sounds like a whole lot of Uncharted type shit going on, man. Gotta go here, gotta do this, gotta cross this place, gotta cross that place, gotta get to this city, get to this land, get to. Damn, this dude literally lived Uncharted.
And that's when you guys have to travel across the desert.
Can we talk about that travel a little bit, because that was one of the points in your story where I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It feels like something out of a movie when you're recounting these stories, and it was a year-long journey.
Yes,
It was a year of traveling
from Cameroon to Europe. Yes,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
it was a year long. Like from the day that I left my house in Cameroon to the day that we get the rescue by the Red Cross in the ocean. That was exactly 1 year, day by day, like April 3rd.
So can we walk through that year of that journey from through the Sahara over these fences on this border? The stories.
The Sahara one was risky, but it wasn't the hardest one because it took us 1 day. When things
Can you imagine traveling for a whole year? Whether it's partly on foot, partly in a truck, partly on a boat, wherever the fuck it is that you're at. Dude, travel for a whole damn year. It's absolutely wild, man. Absolutely wild.
Work out, he would take you 1 day to cross over. It get complicated, like maybe when your car break down in the middle of the desert. That's when things
Man.
really get complicated. But we were lucky enough to cross over a day. But the most complicated thing is like when you get to Morocco to cross there, because there are security for that on both sides, whether is in Morocco or in Spain. They are prepared for that. In Morocco, they have like a special this special army just for immigration named Alit. They are just there for that. I think that they are financed by Europe to return people migrating to Europe. And then on the other side of Spain, I'm talking about like places like Ceuta or Melilla, which is like the Spain territory, but still on the Africa side. They have fences, and on the other side, they have like the Guardia Civil.
Tell me if this is accurate. I found this picture of what it's like to cross here, and there's these 20-foot fences, and then in between those, other fences with barbed wire, and then after that, more fences with barbed wire, and then guards, and then a ditch, and then more fences with barbed wire.
Yeah, you will find stuff like that.
Yeah,
Absolutely
You will
crazy.
find stuff like that, and sometimes the barbed wire is like in a hole on the ground that you don't see while approaching. And since you guys approach in mass for the most
how
part,
many people is this?
it could be hundreds sometimes, because there is a how would I say, sentinel. There is a watch person that will go every day and watch and take note of the guards movement, like the shift and all the thing, like how many box are occupied, how many box are free, what is the transition on the Moroccan side, and what is the transition on the Spain side, and all that. You have to stand like, I don't know, like 500 feet away in the bush because they cleaned up everything.
This is like some real life Call of Duty Uncharted type shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm like, my energy just got completely fucking drained. I don't know if y'all see it or not, but my eyes keep closing and shit. I'm probably gonna go for like 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna call this part of the night.
Next to the fence, so it's very clean. In order, like, if when you guys are coming, they have to see you from the distance. You're not getting any close before they see you. And in the Spain side, they have like a high technology stuff, infrared. They have like two with guard on the two. They have helicopter. They have cameras. The
And
Spain
you
side
broke through all of this.
No, we didn't broke to that. I tried that multiple times. It didn't work. I went by the sea, but sometimes some people will break through. They will make like a massive attack, like a group of people, and then some people will get through. And then they will always look for a spot that is more vulnerable, and think about like the shift when the guard are less um a prison, like it takes like a long time for I would say a sniper to like find a spot and say, okay, I saw a spot. The shift there is like this. They move like this. There is like three people in the box, four box in between, or two box in between each one. Are free. There is not a guard inside because they have boxes, but from the distance you will not know if they are inside or not. Unless like you stay there for a day until like shift time. The truck comes by and then you see the box that somebody is coming out from the box, and then days after days you learn their schedule until you're like, okay, I think this spot is accessible because there is not too much barbed wire, because because the barbed wire out there has fallen apart after.
This is like some fucking real life GTA heist type shit. That's what it's reminding me of. All them damn shits that you got to go and scout out the fucking area for and see what the fucking police response time is and see this and see that. This dude legit lived fucking GTA in real life, just in a different way, different format.
2 years or something like that, is less protected, but they are not very alert on that area because you have to like walk 500 feet before get to the fence, so they know that they can see you from the distance and you will not risk, so they will learn like this.
And then when it's go time, is it everybody at once or is it
everybody at once?
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. Game time. Concert. Game time. Different weather. I like that.
20 points.
Yeah. To show you algorithm.
I heard some
event. User.
Well, if you don't shut the fuck up and get on with
hoping
it.
to be one of the lucky ones. We're not all in favor. So
Yes.
is the thought that like we're not all gonna make it? There's 100 of us. That we're
Man.
not all gonna.
Said, bro, is a warrior, real life movie character. But they need to make a movie. There needs to be a director / writer / whatever the fuck you call him. And he needs to sit down with Francis Ngannou and figure out a way to come up with a movie for his life. That's how much shit this dude went through. He should have his own fucking movie, bro.
Make it. So some of us are gonna get caught. Is it just you're hoping to be one of the lucky ones that make it through, or is there a chance that?
Yes, you don't really think about like who's gonna get caught. You just care about if you get through.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you guys get there and then you find out that the guy couldn't see from the distance. Maybe he thought the barbed wire wasn't like in place, but in fact the barbed wire was in place. And sometimes you ran and then you get so close you realize that there is a hole and then full of barbed wire, or sometimes the barbed wire is just spread on the ground.
He said, being knocked out must not mean shit to him compared to his upbringing. Makes me respect dude so much more. Imagine if you fought John Jones. They were supposed to fight. I'm pretty sure John wants to fight him. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure John wants to fight him. But no, bro, the shit that he went through, the shit that he had to do. I bet you taking a few punches and shit and a few kicks is nothing compared to the brutality of the life that he led and the shit that he had to go through, bro. It's fucking wild. Absolutely wild, man. And it's rare that you find people like that who were literally had nothing and made something out of nothing. You know, just shows that it's possible. You just got to be willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, with that being said, Francis Ngannou is a whole different fucking monster of a human being, bro. He really is, you know. People have a tendency to judge others before they even know them. Then when you get to know them, you feel like shit for judging them. That's why it's best to not judge them at all, but rather listen to their story first. You know what I'm saying? Listen to their story first. Read their book. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. But with that being said, he said, I bet you he still wouldn't hesitate to get the shirt off his back. Hell no, he wouldn't. And the reason why he wouldn't is because he understands what it's like to be in that situation. And he understood what that felt like being looked at as a fucking nobody, outcast, poor piece of shit by the other people in that fucking school. He understands what that's like, so he doesn't want other people to feel like that. So that's why I know damn well he wouldn't hesitate. Dude got in UFC at like 29. Crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But with that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. I don't want to continue watching this shit and fall asleep and miss a whole bunch of bullshit, man. You already know how these fucking, some of this content that you watch, the degeneracy of it just drains your fucking energy. So with that being said, appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, members, Annie's, or Greenies, and everybody else y'all know. I'm going to get this shit pulled up, and then we find balance, man. Shout out to Nate Diaz.
Hey, it was a fun tour, going out here and all this shit, all over fucking USA, and I'm done with all this shit. I'm cool off all this fucking talking shit. I got a whole team to represent. I don't want to do none of this. I never did want to do any of it. Fuck this nigga and fuck his team, bro. I'm out. I gotta go. Square up with yourself, motherfucker.